God is acknowledged in Judah. His name is great in Israel. His tent is pitched in Jerusalem. His dwelling is in Zion.
With its ochre and white gold buildings, Jerusalem, in Hebrew, Yerushalayim, heritage of Shalem, in Arabic, Al-Quds, the Holy One, extends across a plateau between the Mediterranean Sea and the Dead Sea, in its own unique space-time, favored by God's intervention. In Judaic tradition, Jerusalem has 70 names. One of these names is Navel of the World, from a pagan tradition tied to the Greek temple of Delphi, which was taken up again here. Jerusalem, Navel of the World, means that here humanity comes directly into contact with divinity. The rabbis celebrated the beauty of Jerusalem and said, 10 measures of beauty were given to the world. Jerusalem received 9. And they continued, 10 measures of sorrow were given to the world. 9 were given to Jerusalem. How many Jerusalems in a single Jerusalem? Devoted at its foundation to the Jebusite god Shalem, from which it takes its name, Jewish Jerusalem of King David and the Temple of Solomon. Babylonian, Hellenistic, Hasmonean Jerusalem, Roman and Herodian Jerusalem. The Jerusalem of Christ, shining forth a new era. Byzantine Jerusalem, Muslim Jerusalem, Jerusalem of the Crusades, Saladin's Jerusalem, Jerusalem of the Arabs, Jerusalem of the diaspora and return. Contested Jerusalem, Jerusalem of interreligious and ecumenical dialogue and of a new ideal of peace.
Whoever trusts in the Lord is like Mount Zion. Unshakable, it stands forever. Jerusalem, the mountains encircle her, so the Lord encircles his people, henceforth and forever.
The Old City, with its exceptional legacy bearing witness to the Old and New Testaments, is almost entirely clustered inside the walls and stands on 2 hills. The western one, identified as Mount Zion on the south side and Gareb on the north, and is bounded at the west and south by the biblical Gehenna Valley, today Wadi Arababi, and the eastern hill with 3 summits, Bezetha, Moriah and Ophel, bounded on the east by the Kidron Valley, which separates it from the Mount of Olives. In Hebrew grammar, Yerushalayim has a dual form. There are 2 Jerusalems, an earthly Jerusalem and a heavenly Jerusalem. The rabbinic tradition greatly developed the theme of the heavenly Jerusalem, toward which everyone is striving. There is the heavenly altar, the heavenly temple, the heavenly high priest. The high priest who is Michael, the guardian angel of Israel, who carries all of the prayers made in the earthly Jerusalem to the heavenly altar. A sense of identity and pride in one's roots are expressed and conveyed by the countenances, the accents, by encounters along the narrow winding roads, in souks and schools, in the jumbled mass of mosques, synagogues and Christian basilicas, and the typical features of the neighborhoods, Christian in the northwest, Armenian in the southwest, Muslim in the northeast, Jewish on the valley slopes. So it is that Jerusalem's vocation is that of a mother who gathers together all her children. One of Jerusalem's names is Zion, and the Psalms say that all were born in Zion, all call it my mother. Everyone may find his origins here. And this mother has the job of gathering together all her children. The pilgrimage experience is precisely the experience of returning to the Mother Church. Jerusalem cannot be betrothed to anyone, neither Jews nor Arabs. She is the mother of all. If we accept this symbolism, I think there's room for both Jews and Muslims in this city. She is our common mother.
I rejoiced that they said to me, "Let us go to the house of the Lord." At last our feet are standing at your gates, Jerusalem. Jerusalem, built as a city in one united whole. There the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Peace within your walls, prosperity in your palaces. For love of my brothers and my friends, I will say, peace upon you. For love of the house of the Lord our God, I will pray for your well-being.